Hello students, good morning. We are going to start solid state. Solid state. First chapter, that is solid state. Solid, liquid and gas are three physical states of matter. Any state of matter can be changed into another by affecting the changes in conditions of temperature and pressure. Now here we focused on only solid state. Now what is a solid? It has definite shape. Second one, it has definite volume. Then highly incompressible, it is rigid, and constituent particles held closely by strong intermolecular forces, and it has a fixed position of constituents. Then next one, that is types of solids. Solids having definite shape, definite volume and highly incompressible. There are two types of solids based upon the atomic arrangement, binding energy, physical and chemical properties. First one, that is crystalline solid, and second one amorphous solid. First one, that is crystalline solid. Study of many crystalline solid indicates that they possess a following characteristics property. First one, that is there is a regularity and periodicity in the arrangement of constituent particles in the crystalline solid. The ordered arrangement of the particle extend over a long range. Then second one, that is crystalline solids have sharp melting point. That is, they melt at definite temperature. Then third one, all crystalline substances except those having the cubic structures are anisotropy. Anisotropy, that is, it is a ability of crystalline solid to change values of physical properties when measured in a different directions is called as anisotropy. Students, if we consider any crystalline solid which has the regular arrangement, now the particles 1 and particle 2, if it's one is particle 1 and this is a particle 2, again particle 1, particle 2, particle 2, again particle 1, particle 2, particle 1, again here particle 1, 2, 1, 1, here 2, again here 2, 1, 2, 1. Now this is the arrangement of crystalline solid. If we consider crystalline solid and the composition of solid changes with the direction, if we consider this direction A, here only particle 1 they are in these directions. Okay, if we consider this direction, here particle 2 are arranged in this direction, and if we consider this direction, again here particle 1, 2, particle 1, 2, these are the alternately fixed. So here the ability of crystalline solid to change values of physical properties when measured in a different direction, and this property is called as anisotropy. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, anisotropy ही कशी प्रॉपर्टी आहे, तर आपण क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड मध्ये जे पार्टिकल्स आहेत, या पार्टिकल्सला जेव्हा रेग्युलरली अरेंज करतो, सपोज एखादा क्रिस्टलाइन कंपाउंड आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये ए आणि बी किंवा मग पार्टिकल 1 आणि पार्टिकल 2 आहे, अनायन्स आणि कटायन्स आहे असं समजू आपण. ठीक आहे. तर सपोज फर्स्ट दिस इज अ अनायन अँड दिस इज कटायन. सो अनायन अँड कटायन दे आर रेग्युलरली अरेंज, या ठिकाणी रेग्युलर अरेंज केले. आणि आता या जशा मी या ठिकाणी डायरेक्शन्स घेतले आहेत, ए डायरेक्शन, दिस इज बी डायरेक्शन अँड दिस इज सी डायरेक्शन. ओके, ह्या जशा घेतल्या आहेत या डायरेक्शनने जर समजा असं आपण या अलाइन्ड विथ डायरेक्शन या डायरेक्शनने जर पुढे गेलो तर ए डायरेक्शनने काय दिसते आपल्याला, तर फक्त आपल्याला पॉझिटिव्ह आयन्स किंवा पार्टिकल ए दिसले. नंतर या बी डायरेक्शनकडून जर गेलो तर या डायरेक्शनने काय दिसतंय आपल्याला, तर पार्टिकल 2 दिसतात आहे फक्त, म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये पार्टिकल ए आलेत का, नाही. आणि जेव्हा आपण या सी डायरेक्शनने गेलो त्यावेळेस पार्टिकल ए आणि बी हे अल्टरनेटली दिसलेत. म्हणजे याचा अर्थ अरेंजमेंट याची जर डायरेक्शन चेंज केलं तर अरेंजमेंट चेंज झाली, आणि अरेंजमेंट चेंज झाली तर याचा अर्थ काय होतो की तिथे जे फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज आहे त्या फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी चेंज होतात. आणि मग यालाच आपण काय म्हणतो की ॲबिलिटी ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड टू चेंज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी. फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी कशावर डिपेंड्स आहेत, द अरेंजमेंट ऑफ दिस पार्टिकल्स. आणि एका याच्यामध्ये जर वेगवेगळे पार्टिकल्स असतील, एका डायरेक्शनमध्ये एका साईडचे, दुसऱ्या डायरेक्शनमध्ये दुसऱ्या साईडचे, तिसऱ्या डायरेक्शनमध्ये तिसऱ्या साईडचे, फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज काय होणार, याच्यात चेंज होणार. तर सो the value changes the value of physical property when measured in a different direction, and that is called as anisotropy. Then it has a definite geometry. नंतर crystalline properties are next characteristic कुठले आहे, they have the definite geometry. Cubic structure, whatever the geometry is, tetrahedral, octahedral, tetragonal, whatever the geometries, they have the definite geometries and gives the X-ray diffraction bands. For example, crystalline solid, the household example, that is a NaCl, common salt, or it is called as a table salt. And second one example, that is cesium chloride. Then next one, that is a amorphous solid. Here the amorphous, that derive means word, the derived from the Greek word amorphi, meaning shapeless. They do not have any definite shape, no regular but haphazard arrangement of atom or molecule. There is no regular arrangement, there is no regularity. The substance that appears like solid but do not have well developed perfect order crystalline structure, and they are called as a amorphous solid. Also considered as a non-crystalline solid or supercooled liquid. No sharp melting point. Then isotropic, it possesses a isotropic character and no definite geometrical shape. Do not give X-ray diffraction band, for example glass, rubber and plastics. Here the difference between amorphous and crystalline substance is crystalline solid, a solid have definite characteristic shape due to orderly, regular, long range arrangement of the constituent particles. Amorphous solid have irregular shape due to orderly arrange of the constituent particle. The order is only short range. Then crystalline solid, these are the true solid. Amorphous solid, these are the pseudo solid or supercooled solid. Then crystalline solids may or may not be isotropic, but amorphous solids are isotopic like liquids. Crystalline solid heat of fusion is definite and depends upon the arrangement of particle in the crystalline solid. In case of amorphous solid, heat of fusion is not defined. Then after amorphous solid, next one, that is a crystalline solid and types of crystalline solid. Students, there are 4 types of crystalline solid. One is ionic solid, covalent solid, molecular solid and metallic solid. आतापर्यंत आपण काय पाहिलंय, सॉलिड. व्हॉट इज सॉलिड, सॉलिड म्हणजे काय आणि सॉलिड मध्ये त्याचे कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक काय असतात. त्यानंतर टाइप्स ऑफ सॉलिड. टाइप्स ऑफ सॉलिड मध्ये किती पाहिले आपण, 2 टाइप, एक क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड अँड सेकंड वन अमॉर्फस सॉलिड. आता यानंतर पुढच्या सगळ्या प्रॉपर्टीज आपण कशाच्या पाहणार आहोत, तर क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड. देर आर 4 टाइप्स ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड. क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड, these most of the solids are crystalline solid in structure, crystalline in structure. Metallic solids like gold, platinum, silver, copper, zinc are the crystalline solid. Inorganic salt like sodium chloride, magnesium sulfate, potassium bromide, copper sulfate, cesium chloride all are the crystalline solid. Non-metallic solid like sulfur, phosphorus, iodine, again these are the crystalline solid. Organic substances like benzoic acid, oxalic acid, camphor, naphthalene are the crystalline solids. All these types of crystalline solid exhibit different physical properties and formed by different types of intermolecular forces of attraction. Crystalline solids are conveniently classified into these four types. Okay, so first we consider here. First, we consider ionic solid. So, ionic solid means household example is that is NaCl or common salt, Na positive and Cl negative. Here, Na positive means positive ions and negative ions, anions and cations, positive ions and negative ions. They are fixed in or held together by electrostatic force of attraction, and this solid is called as a ionic solid. All salts are crystalline in nature and are called as a ionic solid. The ionic salt are formed by molecules containing positively charged smaller in size cation and negatively charged relatively bigger in size anions. The change on ions and arrangement of the ions are such that they balance each other. The molecule is electrically neutral, means numbers of positive and negative ions are same. The actual arrangement of ions on three factor depends on three factor: size of cations and anions, the charges on anions, and the ease with the which anions can be polarized. So next one, that is molecular solid. So here molecular solid, the constituent particles of molecular solid are molecules of the same compound. The molecular solid are classified into three types according to the types of molecule involved in a crystal formation and the nature of the intermolecular force of attraction between the neighboring molecules. So molecular crystals, these are the lattice points occupied by the neutral molecule. The molecules are held together by van der Waals force of attraction. Very soft solid having low melting point and poor conductor of electricity. There are two types of molecular solid. One is the polar solid. Polar molecular solid, for example, substance like HCl or SO2, which is exists in gas. The covalently bonded molecule like HCl having the polar molecules possess the permanent dipole moment. The molecules in solid state are held together by the strong dipole-dipole interaction. Second one, that is called as a non-polar molecular solid. Non-polar molecular solid like CO2, H2, Cl2 or methane. Weakly polar molecule like CO. The other hydrocarbons forms non-polar molecular solid, relatively lower temperature. Here, these solids are soft, do not conduct electricity. Here, iodine exists in a solid state even at room temperature, while other solids are in a gaseous state at normal temperature. In these solids, the melting point of non-polar molecular solids are very low and lower than polar molecular solid. The solids are formed by the interplay of the weak dispersion force or London forces. म्हणजे या मॉलिक्युलर सॉलिडमध्ये किती टाइप्स आहे? पोलर मॉलिक्युलर सॉलिड, सेकंड वन नॉन पोलर मॉलिक्युलर सॉलिड, and in addition to that, that is a hydrogen bonded molecular solid. If hydrogen atom in molecule is bonded covalently to any of the strongly electronegative atom like oxygen, nitrogen, fluorine, then the hydrogen atom acquires additional positive charge and shows ability to form the additional bond with the strongly electronegative atom in the vicinity. The additional bond form is called as hydrogen. म्हणजे काय? तर फॉर एक्झाम्पल HF, hydrogen fluoride, HF. This is a polar hydrogen atom containing molecule. Now in this molecule, here due to electronegativity of fluorine, it acquires partially negative charge, whereas hydrogen acquires partially positive charge. But in a source or if in a molecular form, here hydrogen atom which acquires positive charge, it attracted by the negatively charged fluorine. So this additional bond formed by this hydrogen atom to fluoride of other molecule, this is called as a hydrogen bond, and the molecule containing hydrogen bond called as hydrogen bonded molecular solid. For example, another example, that is water. In water or ice there is a hydrogen bond. Next one, that is a metallic solid. In metallic solid, the characteristics are lattice point are occupied by the positive metal ions surrounded by the sea of mobile electrons, that is called as a sea of electron. Soft to very hard. It is variable from soft to very hard. For example, sodium, it is very soft, whereas aluminium, then iron, gold, then cobalt, nickel, these are the soft metals. Then metal have high tensile strength, they are the strong and rigid. Good conductor of heat and electricity. Malleable and ductile, means it is converted into the sheets and wires. Then bonding electrons in a metal remain delocalized over the entire crystals and have the high density. So metallic solids are the crystalline solids formed by atoms of the same metallic element. The bonding electrons are delocalized over the space of the crystals and have freedom to move from one end to another end. All these bonding electrons of the metal atom constitute sea of electrons. Here metallic bond is there, and what is a metallic bond? That positively charged ions, that is metal ions, are arranged to form the kernel in the sea of delocalized electron. The force of attraction between the positively charged metallic ion and negatively charged sea of delocalized electron is called as metallic bond. Means here in metallic crystal, here positive ions, this is called as a kernel or metallic ion. These are the positive ions. Okay, positive ions and positive ions. And here there are the sea of electron. These are the electrons. These are electron, and this is called as sea of electron. Now here force of attraction between these positively charged cations or metallic ions and delocalized electron, this force of attraction is called as metallic bond, and due to this metallic bond, metals are strong, rigid and having high tensile strength. And due to the arrangement, this arrangement, here they shows the malleability and ductility. Next one, that is a covalent crystals or covalent crystalline solid. Lattice point that covalent solids are formed by chemical covalent bond or covalent bond between the neighboring constituent atoms of non-metallic solid. Covalent bonds or covalent solids are also called as the giant solids. The solid may be hard or brittle depending upon the types of covalent bonding. For example, in case of graphite, it is brittle, but in case of diamond, it is a very strong. So, it possesses high melting point and boiling point depending upon the availability of the mobile electron. They are either good conductor of electricity or acts as an insulator. The example of covalent solids are following type. For example, diamond, the most precious crystals and used in a jewelry. Here carbon atoms, they are covalently bonded with the another carbon atoms, and the strong covalent bond between the sp3 hybridized carbon atom make a diamond very strong and hard solid. Here diamond, it is the hardest material and very high melting point near about 3000. Here the melting point of diamond is near about 3550 degrees Celsius. Okay. Second one, that is a graphite. First one, diamond. Then second one, that is graphite. Again, it is a one example of covalent solid. Graphite is another allotropic modification of carbon. But here sp2 carbon hybridized carbon atom makes the graphite sufficiently hard. The layers of carbon atom in a graphite can slide over another layer. Due to this property, graphite is used as a lubricant for reducing friction. It is used in a ribbon used for the printing in computer and typewriters, and also used in a lead pencil. Next one, that is the Buckminsters, or called as the fullerenes, buckball fullerenes. Here its fullerene reacts with the potassium to form compound K35C60, and it has a C60 product, and it has saucer ball type shape. This is all about the crystalline solid. The properties of crystalline solid, these are: lattice points are occupied by neutral atoms. Atoms are held together by the covalent bond. Hard solid, high melting point, poor conductors of electricity, or its conduction depends on the achievement or the covalent bond between the atoms. Two common examples of these covalent crystals are diamond, graphite, and the artificial, that is buckball or fullerene. These are all about the covalent solid. So students, in this video we studied first, that is what is solid. Solid having the definite shape and volume. There are two types of solid: crystalline solid and amorphous solid. Crystalline solid are those solids having the regular arrangement, and it shows the unusual property, that is anisotropy. Amorphous solid having the irregular arrangement and no sharp melting point and boiling point, and it show again unusual property, that is isotropic forms. Then after that, types of crystalline solid, there are four types of crystalline solid: ionic solid, covalent solid, molecular solid, and metallic solid. Ionic solid, ions are present. Molecular solid, molecules are present. Then metallic solid, metal cations and C of electron forming metal bond. And last one, that is a covalent solid.